Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. And welcome back to What If Week, where I upload a What If video every single day of the week. And guys, this is part 5 to What If Krillin was a Saiyan. And this may be the finale, depending on your guys' response, but I also might do another one after this. But anyways, guys, my goal is to get 1,000 likes on every single video during What If Week. And if we do get 1,000 likes on every What If, that will guarantee another What If Week in the near future. So please also do subscribe and join my Discord that is linked in the description below. So I'm going to give you guys a summary of the previous chart, but if you would rather watch the previous parts, they will all be linked in the description. And if you don't need a summary at all, here's a timestamp so you can skip ahead to the beginning of the new What If. So in the last part, Krillin as a Super Saiyan ended up defeating King Cold with ease, and Future Trunks would arrive to warn them of the androids, but also give Goku the heart medicine. Future Trunks was really shocked with Krillin being this strong and being a Super Saiyan. After 3 years of training, Dr. Gero and Android 19 arrive, and then Krillin, as a Super Saiyan, easily defeats Android 19 and then quickly defeats Dr. Gero. After celebrating their victory, Cell would eventually arrive after evolving from an egg to his much stronger, imperfect form. Cell would venture to Dr. Gero's labs and activate Android 17 and 18, absorbing them in the process. The now perfect Cell confronted the Z-Fighters and then created the Cell game. He gives them 7 days and the Z-Fighters enter the room of spirit and time to get stronger quickly. So we ended the last part with Vegeta and Piccolo entering the room together, and we now see them exiting, and they are extremely strong, of course. And Piccolo was extremely strong, but he was nowhere near as strong as Vegeta when he went Super Saiyan. This led to Piccolo going up to Kami and actually fusing with him, leading to Piccolo actually being nearly on par with the other Super Saiyans. Tien and Chaozu would then spend the 3rd day in the chamber. Yamcha would go in the chamber by himself on the 4th day, leaving the 5th day being spent with Goku going in with Gohan. And during this day, Goku didn't spend, much time training himself. It was much more of training Gohan, helping him achieve the Super Saiyan form. And despite Gohan being weaker in this What If, it doesn't change his potential for a rage boost. Gohan would achieve Super Saiyan, and after a year together, Gohan and Goku exit the chamber. The Z-Fighters are now very strong and spend the last 2 days doing some last minute preparations and also hanging out with friends and family, as if they do lose to Cell, it is in fact the end for Earth and all the humans. Finally the day comes, and it's time for the Z-Fighters to take on Cell. The first person to take on Cell is Krillin. So Goku took on Cell in the main timeline to basically gauge his powers, but Krillin is the strongest in this timeline, and with having Krillin, Gohan's rage would be more of a last desperation attempt to defeat Cell instead of Goku's main plan of playing on the anger of Gohan. Remember, Krillin is much stronger than Goku from the get-go, and then spending time in the hyperbolic time chamber with Goku, the both of them being Super Saiyans, not only would this make Goku much stronger than he was during the Cell games, but it would make Krillin even stronger than that too. So Krillin would be even further stronger than that. They are essentially this much strong because it seemed Goku spent a lot of time focusing on Gohan getting Super Saiyan and training him rather than really focusing 100% to himself. So Krillin is going to take on Perfect Cell first, and this is actually going to be a really good fight. Krillin's power is somewhere between Gohan as a Super Saiyan and Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2. Meanwhile, this Cell was actually weaker because he never went around to different cities absorbing people so that he becomes strong enough to take on the Z-Fighters. So Cell is very strong, but we will say he has only 80% as much power as he does in the main timeline. So this means that Krillin as a Super Saiyan is actually far stronger than Perfect Cell and outmatches him. Although Krillin would keep trying to find ways to kill Cell, he would just regenerate. And Cell was mad that he was getting defeated by Krillin. So instead of taking him on, he decided he was going to do a Kamehameha and destroy the entire Earth and the solar system along with it. Krillin does his own Kamehameha in the beam struggle as well, and it is a close beam struggle because Krillin did lose a lot of energy, and Cell didn't lose that much. So even though Krillin should be winning, it's not because he's extremely tired. But Goku and Gohan both go Super Saiyan and land next to Krillin, and they both do Kamehamehas as well, which become more than enough to defeat Cell's and this incinerates Cell in the blast, so he is defeated. And even though it was a combined effort between the three Saiyans, Krillin is still looked at as the hero, as he did go toe to toe with Cell and technically outmatched him in battle. It is important to note that Goku doesn't die, so he never goes to the other world and doesn't train with the people of the other world and never learns the Metamorph Fusion Dance. So just like it happens in the main timeline, 7 years pass and then Supreme Kai and Kibito would show up to warn them of Majin Buu and Babidi. So now we'd have Krillin, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan lead the way to take on Pui Pui, Yakon, and Daboria. Goku defeats Pui Pui with ease, Krillin defeats Yakon, and Vegeta takes on Daboria. I do think that Vegeta vs Daboria would actually be a very interesting fight due to their personality. And keep in mind that Vegeta would not go Majin in this scenario because Goku never died, and this would take away his motivation for letting the wizard, Babidi, into his mind in the first place. So also, over the 7 years, all the fighters all got stronger except for Gohan. But still, nobody had made headway on the new levels of Super Saiyan forms yet. There's no Ascended Super Saiyan, no Super Saiyan 2 yet. And then Vegeta eventually defeats Daboria. But the fights between Vegeta, Daboria, and the other fighters does lead to enough energy for Buu to be resurrected, but it's the bare minimum. So Buu is actually weaker than the regular Buu when he does come out and is resurrected. Vegeta then claims it is his turn to fight again, even though it really isn't. It's really Gohan's, but Gohan's weak, so the other fighters let it slide, because even if Vegeta is defeated, he would not be the last line of defense to stop Buu. And Vegeta is taking on Fat Buu, and it is a close fight, since this Buu is much weaker, like I said. Okay, Vegeta, it's time to let Krillin and I fight. This fight is obviously not going anywhere, and you're not going to defeat him. Shut up, Kakarot, you fool. I was just gauging his power. Now it's time to show you guys my discovery. The power that lays beyond the Super Saiyan. And Vegeta then powers up and transforms. This is what I call the Super Saiyan 2. Both Krillin and Goku were stunned with the revelation from Vegeta. Even though Super Saiyan 2 only put Vegeta on an even playing field with Goku and Krillin as regular Super Saiyans, it was still an amazing achievement, as neither Goku nor Krillin achieved anything like it. The new Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta was able to defeat Fat Buu, ended up killing the demon. With Buu dead, that means no Buu in Dragon Ball Super, and in the future, no Oob, since Goku never got to develop a rivalry with him, and he would never want Buu to be resurrected as a good guy. After the defeat of Buu, some time passes and Beerus wakes up, on the lookout for the legendary Super Saiyan God. He heads to Earth and he asks the Saiyans of Earth about the legend of the Super Saiyan God. And Krillin loves to fight, but he's not the type to call out Beerus like Goku was in the Battle of the Gods, so there would be no sparring match between them. And when Beerus realizes that Krillin or the other Saiyans can't achieve the Super Saiyan God form and know nothing about it, he gets mad and prepares to destroy Earth. That is when the suggestion is made to ask Shenron about the Super Saiyan God, and they find out about it, but they end up not needing Videl or Pan for the ritual because Krillin would be an extra Saiyan. So you'd have Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Krillin. You would not need Videl with Pan inside of her. So they do the ritual, and since Krillin is the strongest fighter, he would get the Super Saiyan God form, and he takes on Beerus. Of course, like always, Krillin would absorb the God form into his base form and then go Super Saiyan on top of it. And Krillin would be more than enough to satisfy Beerus, but of course, nowhere near close enough to defeat him. Beerus and Whis would eventually leave the planet, and Krillin had successfully saved the Earth from destruction. Now I know Krillin is becoming sort of OP in this what if, but it is because this what if is about him, and if you think about it, Krillin's an amazing technical fighter. He's a really good martial artist. If he had the power to back that, he probably would be the best fighter out of all the Z fighters. And I do feel that sometimes I make these what ifs, and the what if is focused on a character, but then I focus on a different character, and the main character the what if was focused on didn't get the story arc or powers, that it didn't progress. I didn't want to do that with this one. I wanted to more focus on Krillin. So the next part will be the final part and the end to this series, where I take it all the way up to the Tournament of Power. I know there's going to be arcs after the Tournament of Power, but I'm just going to end it here so I can do more what ifs in the future. And I don't know if in the future if my what ifs are going to be actually broken up into all of these parts. I might want to do like way more realistic videos where they're less fan-fiction-y, but I'm still thinking about it. But anyways, guys, please do leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget, let's get 1,000 likes on all my what if videos this week so that we can have another what if week in the near future. Also, please do subscribe if you enjoyed, comment down below, tell me your thoughts, and also turn on notifications so you will see more of my videos. And also, go to my description down below, do two things: join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. That would be very much appreciated. And thanks to all my Patreon supporters, Daraj Payton, the Awesome Guy Only Sports Broku on Patreon, and Zach Rotaku, and thanks to my Super Saiyan 2, Israel Flores, Mystic Ghoul, Darius, Badass Thug, Dutch Gamer Monkey, Sin Overlord, Griffin Jacob, Connor Trigg, Locke, and Hsvhrt. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.